Hey, Sagittarius. Mel, Intuitive Coach here. Excited to bring in your February 2025 bonus reading. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, welcome, Sagittarius. Soul reminders for the upcoming weeks and months as we navigate through some of 2025's highs and lows. Soul reminder number 1. Hello from heaven. Your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, and they're sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you, to prove they're with you at this time. Now, this card has been showing up in almost every reading for the bonus ones coming in. So February is a very powerful month for you to tap in to your own medium abilities, for you to connect to loved ones, to the spirit world. I feel like the veil for you is being lifted, and a lot of you are able to access the other side more easily, more readily this month and in the coming months. You may be asking for guidance or help from a loved one who's crossed over. Now, some of you also may be exploring more of your spiritual gifts, which may include mediumship abilities. You may be connecting to the angelic realms. For others of you, you're connecting to your ascended, the ascended masters, your ancestors. So I feel like the gates of heaven basically is what I'm seeing. The gates of heaven opening up here for you. Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience, forgiving and healing energy. Yeah, you've been working on connecting or opening up that portal for quite some time, but you've been on a bit of a healing journey, Sagittarius. Yeah, you've been on a healing journey with this King of Cups here. You may have shut down the heart chakra because of some sort of pain, a loss, even a death with the hello from heaven. But your spiritual helpers, your loved ones in the spiritual realm, are assisting you at this time with opening your heart to the possibilities of what's around you and opening you up to second chances is what I'm picking up on. Some of you may be widowed. And I'm also getting mother and father energy here, which is interesting because you have both a father's love and a mother's love. So some of you have definitely went through the loss of family members or ancestral healing, ancestral bonds that you are tapping into at this time. Even if the relationship here on earth wasn't as stable or solid as you would have liked, I feel like there's energetic healing going on behind the scenes for you. And this has been ongoing for a while with the Temperance card showing up. The Temperance is your energy, Sagittarian energy of self-control, tender love and care, balance and moderation. Some of you felt very out of control, very temperamental or overprotective, or just it felt like you were being pushed and pulled in all different directions and you weren't quite sure how to open up the heart because something was very traumatic or something closed you down and you went through a period of hermiting for some of you. But I feel like you're finding solutions and you're not alone. And that's why this veil is opening up. It's always been there, but because you have done more healing, I feel like it's opening up more because you're ready. The King of Cups here. Yes, it is safe to trust. It says the ability to accomplish many things at once, but how I read it for you, Sag, was it is safe to trust in your abilities. So for some of you, if you are tapping into mediumship or your healing gifts, don't doubt yourself. Don't second guess yourself here because the information that is coming through is accurate. is trustworthy, is worth exploring here. And the more that you trust, the more that you allow yourself to receive the information, the more you'll get. It says, follow your creative passions. Now, you have some ideas and you're channeling information. I'm also getting a specific message here about some of you writing a memoir and you're worried potentially about how other people may feel about being in your story. And I'm getting here, if these people have crossed over, I feel like they're saying, be 100% authentic in your personal truth. That means if someone was the bad guy or someone didn't play the best role in your story, that is your truth. Even if that wasn't or was their intention, right? It's important that you speak this into existence for all of you to be healed. It almost feels like you're getting the green light, the green flag of approval here. And if it's not a memoir or a book, it could be sharing your story. It could be bringing something to the light. And it's been a heavy burden, but you don't have to hold on to this burden, whatever that may be for you, Sag. You have the 8 of Pentacles. Take great pride in your excellent work. And how interesting is this? He's actually holding a book there with an angel behind him. So for some of you, you are authors, publishers. You're meant to communicate your voice. You're meant to speak out about something here. You're meant to share your gifts and help other people open up their heart chakra. You may be going back to school. Some of you are tapping into intuitive abilities through books, through research, but also through your own experiences. Journaling may be very beneficial for you at this time, possibly exploring automatic writing. It says practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. If some of you have put aside a training program or you left a class or a workshop, but you always wanted to go back and learn something, I feel like now is the time, because that can help you open up and find some solutions. But I'm also getting here tapping into new discoveries. Either you're going back and learning something new or you're finishing something that you've already started. This is really beautiful. 8 of Pentacles is mastering a skill. It is perfectionism here, loving your work. Now, of course, perfectionism can get to extremes where it can block you at times, but also the strive of excellence can be beneficial to push you towards mastery in some way. So let's use mastery versus perfectionism. And to me, mastery isn't getting to the highest tier and then you're good. Mastery is choosing to keep that mind open like a sponge, continuing to be the student of life where you're always learning, taking the next level, the next step, whatever that may be for you. That to me is true mastery, not giving up and not feeling like you have achieved it to the highest degree, but understanding that there's always something to learn. Hello from heaven. So soul reminder number 2 for you, Sagittarius, is believe. The force that works through your soul, determining what's possible or impossible. The difference between success over failure, and above all, who you are, is the power of your belief. This is significant. This is a soul reminder that you may want to write down. Because again, what's possible or impossible? Success over failure. Your belief determines your reality. It is the lens in which you view your external world. So if you believe that you will be successful, you shall be. But if you believe that a relationship is doomed, that it will fail, if you believe that you are not going to succeed in this business, that is the energy that you're going to carry with you. And it will be that much harder for you to climb to the top. And it's important here that you tell yourself, that you tell yourself the story of your truth. And your truth is that you are capable, that you are lovable, that you are deserving. Remember, that's the highest truth. That's the highest form of love here. And anything else is a lie based on conditioning, based on past experiences. So let's take a look here. What is the advice for believe? What do we have showing up? Two of Swords. I love it. There's the dichotomy here. There's the possible, impossible, the success, the failure. So you have a choice. The Two of Swords. It will all be better if you make a decision. Sometimes we rock the boat. We go back and forth, back and forth. And what does that do? It causes us to be in that constant state of cognitive dissonance where the head is going in one direction, the logical mind, because that may feel safe, that may feel familiar, that may be what we've learned or been conditioned to believe. But over here, sometimes that soul's path, well, always that soul's path has the inner compass attached to it. That is the true direction. But when the mind and the soul's compass are going in opposite directions, you're going to feel the resistance. You're going to feel the challenge, the struggle. But when those two come together, Sagittarius, and they give each other a big, warm, welcoming hug, that is alignment. When you can get both the head and the heart on the same page, that is beautiful. That is balance. All right. It says here, try not to overanalyze. Try not to overthink. Find a compromise. And if this is a situation between you and another person, you have a couple of options. You can agree to disagree, and that's okay because everyone is open to their own opinion, their own truth, if that's what works for them, if that's what they want to continue believing. And if it doesn't align with you and it's something you cannot accept, it is not something you can compromise, then honor yourself, honor the other person by moving in another direction, a different direction. So both of you can come together in some sort of wholeness, even if it's not with each other. All right, you have the Hermit here. Now we are in a 9-year. The Hermit is a 9. It's epiphany. So remember what I said earlier about you going through a situation that may have been very difficult, very long, very heavy. You went through a hermiting period of your life. For some of you, it's been a 9-year cycle because the 9-year cycles, we're in a 9-year. This is about completion. 2026 will roll into a 1. And it is joy through spiritual growth. You're able to tap into that energy here of joy because you've been on the other side, right? What's the opposite of joy? Maybe fear or shadow, healing even. Not that you can't feel joy through healing, but it can feel heavy, right? It feels like you've gone through something heavy. And it says, be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. Yeah, you are unveiling. There's the veil again being lifted. You're unveiling something very, very spiritual and powerful and unique to you. This is an epiphany here. When the Hermit shows up, this is deep introspection, a lot of soul searching. Some of you are loners or you've been on that lone wolf path for quite some time now. And this is enlightenment. You've gone through a period of introspection and now you are coming out of the cave in a sense, and you are being guided to be that light to others, to take the lesson that you've learned in the past, many different lessons, and share them, turn them into wisdom by helping others at this time. You have here the King of Swords, the 6 of Cups, the 6 of Pentacles, double sixes, beautiful. Sixes are about harmony, problem solving, finding solutions, responsibility, and loyalty. This is you staying loyal to your true soul's path because it goes back to the 6 of Cups here. Embracing your inner child. This is about new friendships for some of you, new rekindled relationships, childhood or the inner child Some of you, it's your own children. It really does stem back to some childhood traumas for some of you. You may have lost a loved one very early on in life. There may have been a lot of conditioning for you very early on in life, as there is for us all. That's where we're really growing and navigating in the world. But it feels like you're bringing it into balance. If there has been some conditioning or some trauma or some setbacks, addictions, whatever it is for you, the Six of Pentacles tells me that you're not letting the mind take over in a destructive way. That's why the King of Swords is showing up, because the Two of Swords is here. Remember, you've had this epiphany here, Sagittarius. You're very rational at times, but you are open to your intuitive guidance now. And there's the blend. There's the head and the heart giving each other a hug where you're staying in your integrity, because this situation calls for honest and open communication. So when the King of Swords is showing up, you're very, very intelligent. You use your logical mind as you need to. But it feels like it's that wrap around the warm embrace, the hug of the Six of Cups. This is you hugging your inner child saying, here I am. I'm sorry I abandoned you. I'm sorry I left you in some way. For those of you who maybe this is someone in heaven, perhaps this is a part of yourself, but you're never, ever, ever going to abandon yourself again. That is a powerful message here with the Six of Pentacles. I also see in the physical world, for those of you that have been going through financial setbacks or struggles or health setbacks, something here in the physical, tangible world, these material needs will be and are getting fulfilled through unexpected resources, unexpected ways, acts of kindness, reciprocity here, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. You're going to notice almost instantaneously for some of you, the law of attraction happening in your world, the law of cause and effect, the law of karma. Basically, what you put out, you're going to see coming back. And I feel like this is happening quickly for you with this six energy. It feels like an act of kindness is immediately coming back to you in a myriad of different ways. And this is beautiful. It is showing up as material needs as well. It is showing up as kindness in others. Some of you, this is responding to relationships in a different way than you've responded to them in the past. This is also about you nurturing your own inner child in ways that you weren't able to nurture in the past. And your whole world changes. Your whole world shifts in a huge way because the heart is fully activated, fully opened here with the King of Cups. All right, soul reminder number 3. You have serenity. The most important relationship you can have is with yourself. This is a time to honor, nurture, and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions that are left over from yesterday. Don't let past issues and resentments interfere with your serenity today. Now, Pisces is in the North Node for the next 18 months or so, Virgo in the South Node. Pisces is a watery element of emotion and intuition. And you see here on this Serenity card, right there at the heart chakra, there's water coming up, an immersion of emotion, and it's sitting right there at the heart. Now remember, your starting energy is the King of Cups. You're someone that is opening up to your warmth, your own generosity. You've always been this way. And for some of you, it felt like you weren't attracting that in return. And maybe you were wondering, why haven't I attracted that? Maybe some of you were in the King of Swords energy for quite some time, female or male, it doesn't matter. But again, excuse me, this is action oriented with the King. And it just feels like you are fully embracing that heart energy that has felt, I don't want to say missing, but it's felt like it's been further out of reach because some of you have been more in the logical mind of things, Sagittarius. Don't let past issues and resentments interfere. That's why they're coming up to the heart, for you to fully heal, for you to fully resolve here, so you can find serenity, peace, and joy in your life, in your relationships, in your daily activities, for you to rejoin life in a renewed way. Let's take a look here. What are the clarifiers? We have the Two of Gabrielle. We have the Seven of Swords, the Four of Swords. So the Two of Gabrielle is the Two of Wands. Another choice here. And this is a choice to get honest with yourself. Again, for the head and the heart to come together. It says make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. You're calling in your soul tribe. You're calling in King of Cups and Six of Cups. This is about you embracing the childhood aspects, or embracing kindred spirits, as it says. For some of you, you've had many past lives with the people that are in your life, or people who are entering into your life over the coming weeks and months. And I feel like you are realizing that, and you're not alone. Someone is walking by your side here, Sagittarius, that's helping you make bold and ambitious choices. You see that there's two individuals there walking along the coast. I am getting water is very beneficial for you at this time, Sagittarius. Drinking a lot of water, staying hydrated, maybe bathing with Epsom salt baths, swimming in the sea, swimming in the ocean, being near water, streams, lakes, rivers. Also, meditating while you're being immersed in water, even if that's in the shower. That is coming up very strongly for you. You may have a strong pull or call to be in, near, or around the water. It's even on the Two of Wands here. And I feel like there are important relationships that are coming up for you, coming up for evaluation in a sense, because again, your perspective with the King of Swords, your perspective is shifting. You're not hanging on to old beliefs, old conditioning, and that may allow you to let go. It may allow you to receive, what you need to gain closure, but it can also bring about acceptance and healing. And I feel like you know now that there's a better course of action available to you. Seven of Swords, working alone may not be the answer. Remember that hermit energy? Hermiting can be withdrawing. It can be an alone or isolated journey. And I just feel like you are called to explore a path here with another or others, including your own spiritual team. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. The Seven of Swords is getting honest with ourselves. It's also about taking a look at any hidden agendas or hidden motives. And I feel like you're bringing them to the light. You're saying, okay, what's really going on here? What do I need to release that's based in falsified information or a lie or illusion? How can I fully embrace my soul's truth? And you're putting the past to rest. Your insights are coming from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off. Seek relief from stress. That is an important message here coming in for the coming weeks and months. That is going to help you embrace and find this serenity. Okay, make sure that you are allowing the body to rest when it's calling for rest. Allow yourself to meditate more, because you are receiving a lot of downloads, a lot of healing during your sleep state as well. All right, soul reminder number 4. You have both a mother and father's love coming in here. Let me just see here. Elizabeth. I'm hearing Elizabeth and William. Those are, of course, classic names, but maybe they're together, Elizabeth and William. So please take that as it resonates. If that is your parents in the spirit world and that's both of their names, drop it below. I'd love to hear that. But it doesn't have to be. It could be your name. It could be, a family member. But a mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never be broken. Now, for those of you that have challenging relationships with your mother or father, I want you to tune into the energy above mother and father in the human form, and go, step into the bigger picture of mother and father God, right? This is huge. I feel like this is also about being wrapped up, being cocooned in that spiritual womb. That is the energy here of the cosmic heart and unconditional love. But for those of you that do have a mother or father in the spirit world, or even if they're in the physical, I feel like there is a new perception around that. There's a new perspective. Yes, a heart opening. Also, I'm getting a lot of gratitude and feelings of being very proud. You may receive messages in the upcoming weeks or months from someone here. Also, handwriting. You may find a loved one's handwriting. Perhaps it's on a recipe card, it's on a note, it's on a letter. Some of you may even have someone's handwriting maybe tattooed on you in some way. I feel like this is mother's handwriting coming in. There's a special bond that can never be broken. And if this is Mother God energy coming in, it may be your handwriting. You may be called to channel, to write something down. We have here a father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love is often unquantifiable, and that it can be tapped into at any time for whatever reason, whether your father is still here or has passed. A father's love is one of the strongest bonds any of us will ever experience. So this is powerful, beautiful. January, February, March, maybe even into April could be significant months, birthdays, anniversaries, celebrations of life. You may be receiving messages from these loved ones through dreams, through feathers, coins, animals, meditation. You may smell their scent as well. So know that they are reaching out to you. And it's interesting that you do have hello from heaven as one of your first reminders and your fourth one. So someone is really wanting to connect or needs to hear the message here of mother and father. You may also be healing some generational trauma. You may be healing your own, again, inner child wounds, and you're seeing them from a different point of view, from the point of view of love, and that you have incarnated into this lifetime to have these soul experiences with people around you, even if they've been challenging for you. You're opening your heart up to that piece of love that may have been blocked in the past. Let's get some final messages here for a mother's and father's love. What do we need to know? What's the message? King of Wands. The message here, someone is saying travel. All right, travel, start that business. Don't be afraid to go for it is what I'm hearing. Page of Swords. Don't listen to the gossip is what I heard this masculine energy say. Don't listen to the gossip. Don't listen to that voice in your head telling you you can't, because you can. The King of Wands is someone who's very generous, inspirational, dramatic, and driven. King of Wands could be characteristics of your own self. You are fire, King of Fire here. Keep your eye on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. This is a genuine concern for others. And lastly, Page of Swords. This is truth. Again, we're seeing truth coming up. We have a lot of sword energy here, but you're cutting through it with these epiphanies, with the temperance energy here. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. Now, these could be physical contracts, real estate, visa, perhaps career, work, school, divorce. settlements, legal contracts, but I also feel for the majority of you, this is new soul contracts, and you're tapping into the Akashic records. You're seeing here the role that you were meant to play in someone's life and maybe the role that they were meant to play in yours. And I do feel like someone doesn't like how you are growing or healing, but that's why that masculine voice came in and said, don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about their criticisms, their judgment. This is your path and your path alone. King of Wands energy here marches to the beat of their own drum. And this is an influential energy. It's very resourceful. He's very successful. He is a leader. And I feel like the message here from mother and father energies are rise above. Rise above. You have what it takes. You have what it takes to embrace any challenges that come along. You have what it takes to succeed. That is what I have for you, Sagittarius. If you like the message, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. Thank you so much for being a light here. Lots of love.